Hello, hello. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? See your hand there. See who's here. Christopher's here. Welcome. Zoom user and an AI note taker. All right. How's everybody doing?
I have a cold.
Got a cold. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for being here. Hello, Christopher from Trinidad, West Indies in the Caribbean. Nice. Awesome. Well, welcome. I want to very quickly answer a question that somebody popped into the list, and you guys know you can send questions in advance too if you want. So let me address this super quick question about logging into your course, and then Lisa, I'll probably have you start us with whatever's next. Um, Someone was asking, and this is a really common question. I only see Momentum when I log in. Momentum is a program by Live Your Message. Where do I go to create my courses? So if you are logging in, if you are seeing a dashboard of a course like Momentum or the Experience Product Masterclass, so for example, you're seeing a video of Marisa or a video of your teacher and options for what to do in the course, you are inside your student account. This is completely different from being in your Xperiencify course creator account. It's a whole different account. So if what you're seeing is Marisa's welcome video, you are not in the right account to create courses. You want to actually log out of that and log into your Xperiencify course creator account. You can just drop a note to the support desk and say, I need my magic link for my course creator account, and we can grab you that very quickly. We'll make sure we have the right email to find where you are, and we will get you in. So, FYI, for anybody newish, if you are navigating student courses and course creator courses, your course creator account is a different thing, different account than the places where you are watching material as a student. So, with that, welcome, Norma. Great to see you. Haven't seen you in a bit. Lovely to have you.
Thank you. Nice to
And
see you as well.
yeah. Lisa, did you have a question? I think I
Yes.
saw your hand in the beginning. Do
Um,
you want to
yeah, can I
start
share? I have
the question?
something to your last point because I happen to have the screen up where I get to choose between my administrator account and my other one.
Perfect.
See what
Okay.
that looks like. Uh,
Is that allowing you?
yeah, it's just of course I've got 82,000 things open. So um there it is. Yeah, so that since this email is for I used for my administrator account, but I'm also in a bunch of courses. So when I log into it, I get to choose between my administrator account and all of these courses. And so maybe if you don't see that you signed up for XP with a different email than you use for Momentum.
Yes, that's quite likely. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying
Um,
that. Yeah.
and then if you recall a few calls back, I was asking how to make a sales page within a course. Um, so I have a freebie course and then I want to sell them into something, but I want to make a coupon that expires based on how long they've been in there. And then I made up this whole complicated thing to create a sales page within the course that wasn't visible to the outside world, and then just have different buttons that showed up based on how long they were in the course. And I think I succeeded at that,
Awesome.
which is pretty cool. And I wanted to
It's
have both
very
of them
cool.
for you, but unfortunately, like when you're
Awesome.
logged into two accounts, it it doesn't like that. So, so here's one. So this student has been in a while, so they're just seeing the regular old button that takes them to a Go Plus order form that does not have a coupon code.
Okay,
The
gotcha.
coupon code, and it does not remind them of the coupon code. Whereas if they're a new student that's been in less than 15 days, they get a big thing that says use this code for a 7-day trial. And when they come here, there's a coupon code thing and a reminder that this is what the code is. Um, and the way
Fantastic.
I did that was I had to set up two buttons. Wherever
Mm-hmm.
there's a link out button, I had to set up two.
Mm-hmm.
And both this and this block, I had to say between date and times from 0
Mm-hmm.
to 15, you can see this. But after that, you between 16 onward, you just see the regular link and then
Beautiful.
go out.
Beautiful.
So you think I set that up right? And then every place on the page where I have that button, I had to had to redo that. Um, my question now is that um, when I mention in an email, your codes, and I link in the email, go here to find out more about team, and here's the code. Can I link to an internal page from a course email?
Oh, that's a good question. Because of course you can link to a training, but to link to a custom page, the answer is I don't believe so, but I could be wrong, and it's possible that that might be doable.
Okay, I have
And
a
I,
back. So if you could look into it, because I'm going to be doing this for a long time.
cool.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. But my backup is to just send them to the home page, and I have a block at the bottom that says send,
Hmm.
and I'll make it change, based on how long they've been in the course. And so I'll just give them their magic links. They scroll to the bottom of the home page, and
Here's
you
what
can.
I would suggest trying. Go to like, you know how to create a magic training link, right?
Um, yes,
You've probably
yes.
done that. So, and for anyone who isn't familiar, and I'm just going to insert a thing here for anyone who's watching on the recording and is going, oh, wow, you can do all this with order forms. I just want to clarify that Lisa is setting up pages inside her course for already logged in students because that's how tags work is for students who are logged in. So this is not for a public page that's open to anybody on the internet. It's for an internally
Right.
an internal page.
And
So
I
with
went
that,
to plus order forms because you can't have two order forms in XP.
right, right. And then Go Plus has, so I want to insert that note in for anybody who's looking to do this type of thing with order forms in general. I would suggest to uh, do this in Go Plus. But for what Lisa's doing, it's for specifically students inside a course. So Lisa, what I'm going to suggest is um, if you go to the help doc that walks you through how to do a magic training link, or maybe you already
Mhm.
know how to do that, and I would just test this and see if it works. Just see if you can insert like the URL
Mhm.
for the actual page rather than for the training.
Okay.
And either it will work or it
I've
don't.
never been good at those training URLs.
What's that?
I've never been good at those training URLs. I have trouble making those work, so I just choose it from within the email. But um,
Oh, that's right. You know what? You know what? It's set up differently since the email editor. Right. You have to select it directly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my official answer is I don't think that's possible. What you're asking, I would officially say send them to the homepage. And if it turns out that we can't do that, great. We will add that to the possibilities. But definitely you can send them to the homepage and put a, a disappearing block or a appearing at the right time block for
and
what you want.
cool. And then the one thing I didn't check was, can I do the same thing with a countdown block? Can I? This is not letting me.
Make it disappear.
Yeah,
Oh, for
based
sure.
on how
Yeah.
long they've been in the
Yeah, for sure. You would do the same thing, edit content, block visibility.
great. Okay, that's it. Cool. Thank you very much.
Cool. You are very
Can't,
welcome.
I
Thank
can't stay long. I have a board meeting in a little bit, but thank you so much for helping me. That was horrible and fun. Yeah.
Great work. Thanks for always sharing all of the amazing ideas and good stuff, Lisa. That's awesome. We'll check that. We'll check that link. All right. Continuing on. Welcome, Chris. Chris, I think it may have been you who asked about logging into Momentum, and was that you? Did you?
Yes,
Yeah, I answered
yes.
that just before you got on, but the short answer is you're in your Momentum course as a student, and that's a completely different account than your Xperiencify course creator account. And if you can just drop a note to the support desk, the team can
I
grab
did
you.
that.
Okay.
I submitted both an email and tried to do it through the chat, and I haven't gotten any response. So
What you want to
that's
do, yeah, and I'll just answer this for everybody just to make sure everyone knows, because I did see your message just now. You want to make sure to click the button that says get more help. Because when you first use the chat, the bot will respond and it gets most answers correctly. But if you don't get all the help you need, you want to click the option that says get more help, and that will forward it through to the team. And we can grab you
okay.
that right away. So if you just drop a note or just email support@Xperiencify and just say, I need my magic link to log into my course creator account.
Course
And
creator. Okay,
course creator account is the what we tend to go, or you can say coach account, but some people don't know what that means. So I need
great.
my coach
Thank you.
account, and here's the email address. And as long as there is a course creator account associated with that email address, that will be a very quick grab. If you haven't yet set up a course creator account, then the team will just walk you through how to do that real quick.
Great. Thank you.
You're super welcome. Yeah, thanks for asking that. It's a common question, so that's a different thing from the student account that many people here will be in. Welcome. Good to have you, Chris. All right. What else have we got? Norma, Chris, questions? Or I don't know who else is here on Zoom. Hey, Norma. Yeah, you want to go
Hey,
ahead?
yeah, I haven't been on for a while, but
Yeah, great to have
I'm
you.
kind of hot and cold. I took a course that I already had in there and decided to sell it as a self-directed.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Uh-huh.
five videos, and is it Alice? No, the one who's in Italy.
Oh, Marina. I was gonna say Marisa.
Marina.
Okay.
Yes, Marina was very helpful, and so
Awesome.
I have that. But I got a little bit tangled. I don't understand the engines, the experience engines.
Okay.
And I had somebody who bought and then 3 days later said, "Hey, I'm filing a complaint because with American Express because I bought this and I didn't get it." And I went, "Oh no." Anyway, it
Or
took
they
us a
could
while
just
to
reach out and ask and get it, but okay, we'll
but
get
I
it.
said, "Well, did you get hacked or did I get hacked?" And so that prompted her to go like, "Oh," but I called her and I was able to reach the person. I Googled her
Okay,
because the form did not have her phone. Anyway, we got it worked out because there was one thing that was still pink and it was off and I needed to turn it on.
got it.
So that,
Got it.
and I did confirm I got the email and Juan did it with me live. That was the last time I was on. But what I want to do is put that on the marketplace. I've
Okay.
never done that.
Okay.
And I'd like to, and some of the videos, I mean, I've done the tutorials and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But so I usually
Yeah.
just email for help. And
Do
I
you want
do
to do
have,
that right now? Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, I do have some money in the account for please help me do this.
Okay, cool. Well, that's an
Uh,
option too. But yeah, if you want me
yeah.
to walk you through putting a course on the marketplace.
Yeah, it's the Bounce Forward SaaS course that I want to put on for $47
Okay, got
in the
it.
marketplace. And then is there like a promo that happens, is there a funnel associated so that, or do I create a funnel that sends them to the course in marketplace?
Okay,
I
great
don't quite
question.
get it, you know.
Totally. Great questions. Let me give you the overview and then I'll walk you through. I'll share my screen in a sec and walk you through exactly how to put a course on the marketplace.
Awesome.
Basically, the marketplace is your storefront for your XP courses. This
Mm-hmm.
is a page that holds whatever courses you choose, totally optional. They're not there unless you put them on there. But it's basically your landing page. It's the homepage for your not. It's like the central page for your school. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are using a custom domain like normastratton.com and it's attached to your Xperiencify account, this is the page people will land on. So it will have whatever you want on this page. I'll show you how to quickly set it up. You can
Mm-hmm.
just say, hey, welcome. This is me. I'm Norma. And then you can say, here's this course, here's that course. Click to purchase or click to get more information. And a button that you have there could link them to a sales page on XP that you create
Mm-hmm.
or a sales page on your website or anywhere else. So if you want to just have somewhere else that they can go to get more info,
Mm-hmm.
you can have that too. But that's the basic structure of the marketplace. It's a page, it says what you want it to say, it holds courses for purchase, and people can either click to the order form and purchase it right there, or click somewhere to learn more. Now, as far as when you talk about setting up a funnel, as far as having them like go through a sales page and read about it and then go here and go through a couple of steps. If you want to do something with several steps and like lots of different options, that would be something you want to set up in Go Plus, which as an XP account holder, you have a Go Plus account that comes with this. So we'll get you set up with that if it's not already. But Go Plus is basically the tool we brought in to be able to do all of the fancy things with the order form, along with all the other things you need to do for your
Nice.
business. What you can do in XP is certainly create a sales page. You could even create more than one and, link one to another and so forth. But when you start getting fancy with funnels and options and bumps and upsells, probably best to move into Go Plus territory to do the whole like pathway to and after the order form thing. Does
Okay.
that
That sounds great.
make
I
sense?
did not know what Go Plus was, and I thought, oh, one more thing I have to learn. But if it's, yeah, it once a direct, if I'm understanding it right, once a direct sale, right? Here's some info, and I can, post from ads or something, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's always great to keep things as simple, like not get any more complicated than you need to before you need to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't feel excited about learning Go Plus at the moment, it's very quite doable to set up an order form and a sales page right in Xperiencify. And
Okay.
then you can basically do all the things you are going to do to drive traffic. You can send out emails to your list, you can
Mm-hmm.
do social media, and you can drive them all to just your sales page. And then from there, they go to your um, order form. Or you can also drive them to the marketplace. It's pretty flexible, but we can keep it pretty simple for.
Yeah. So does Xperiencify promote the marketplace, or would they be needing to be, I mean, can people just go and browse to see what courses are in there and see, oh, I would like to learn about that or learn about that?
The marketplace, great question too. The marketplace is your marketplace. It's not
like
a it's not
it's not a store in the
hub
mall.
of thousands of courses. It's Norma's marketplace.
O-
So when you send people to your marketplace, you're sending them to your courses.
Okay, that's good
That
to
makes
know
sense.
because
Yeah.
right now so does it take it off your list? Because I was under the impression that I could have 10 courses running,
Hmm.
or that's still
Absolutely.
part of, if it's in the marketplace, it's still part of the max number, right?
Well, the max number just means that you can have, yeah, 10 published courses. And of those 10 published courses, you might want to have them all on the marketplace, or maybe only some of them on the marketplace.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
so if I have like a Black Friday, I can put it in when I'm doing the promo, I can just put them in my marketplace, and then they'll see any other courses that I may have there that
absolutely. Yeah,
that might jiggle their interest.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay. I just wasn't sure. And
totally.
then
Yeah.
is there a training for the I forget what Marisa called it, the disappearing lead magnet?
There is, yes. We have a pretty, if you're talking about like the expiring mini course, yeah, we
Yes.
have a very in-depth training that will walk you through all the steps of that because there's quite a few steps to set that up. But yeah, we'll walk you
Is
through
that
every
it
bit of that.
right in Xperiencify then?
I will, let me see, where is that training? Let me
Yeah.
grab that for you.
Yeah, I had just sold that on the back of a quiz. I thought, just add it to the quiz. You took my quiz. Here's some info that you may want to do. And then she had this big problem. And I was like, oh no. But we're friends, we got it working. And I said, as a matter of fact, I will refund you your $47 for the inconvenience because it's not who we are. I want to honor, and you had this problem. And she rescinded the complaint so I wouldn't get dinged
Cool. Yeah,
through. So that was nice, and we had two nice chats, and I made sure that she could get it, and so she was grateful. I said, here's your refund and here's the course.
cool. Awesome. All right, I'm going to need to get you that the full in-depth training on the EMC. I'll make sure to get that to you, Norma, and to everybody. I'll pop it in. I'll email it to you, and I'll pop it in the Facebook group or something. But let me. Do you want me
Mhm.
to just show you real quick how to
Yeah,
set up the marketplace?
lovely.
This
Yes, thank you.
is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So here is the inside of a course creator account. You will have, this is your admin dashboard view.
Hmm.
If we go into any course, we can access the marketplace. So I'm going to just go ahead and go into the XP certification course. And to get to my marketplace, I'm going to want to open up step 4, pages and templates. And inside step 4, I will see all of my course pages, including the marketplace. So you can find it under any course, but this is also a global page, meaning you just need to do it once and it will be set up for all of your courses. So right now I've got some placeholder text on here,
Hmm.
but you can see an overview of a banner saying welcome. You might have a text block right here introducing your work or yourself or just saying hello. And then you'll see that you've got these blocks, and this is a little wacky because this is a test account. So I have things kind of all moved in a weird place. But you're going to have these blocks that you can drag on, just like any page in the page builder. And you can put whatever courses you choose. So I'm going to delete these just to start from scratch and show you exactly how to do it.
So
All
it's
right.
not like a drag and drop, like
It is a drag and drop, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just move some things on my screen here. All right. So here's your basic page builder setup on any page. You've got the page here that you're building, and over on the left, you've got available blocks. And for your marketplace, we want to go to the marketplace blocks right here. And you can see we've got different options. You might want 2 across, 3, 4. Let's say I want this one. And this is just going to automatically populate with a couple placeholders, but I'm going to choose exactly what I want here. So I've dragged my block onto the page, and the next thing I'm going to want to do is edit the content. So I'm going to hover over the block and click Edit Content. And I'm going to open this data menu. And here is the magical thing right here is select courses to display. So you'll see that I can get a drop-down list, and these are all just test courses except for the Xperiencify certification. But I could grab whichever courses I currently want for sale and put them on. Once I've got them there, I'm going to edit exactly what people will see here. So you'll see that I've got my courses, and then I've got selected courses, and I have a little drop-down menu for each one here.
Okay.
So if I open each one up, I've got these text fields that are going to populate here. I've got a course image. If I decide I want a different image right here, I can just remove this and click Browse, and this is going to take me to my media gallery, and I could grab a screen, an image, or I could even just search Unsplash. And let's say there was something I wanted to use.
How cool.
I can pop that straight in. So I've got an image I like. You'll notice that right here under course name, I've got a token here. Whenever you see these little squiggly brackets around the text, that means it's a token that is automatically populating, in this case, the course name, which is just the generic right now. And then in the first text box, I've got, again, a couple of tokens, but I could put whatever I want in here. So whatever text information I want to have, I can have my course description automatically populated in, which I would have entered in step 1, or I can just write it myself right here, say whatever I want to say. Let's see what else I want to show you. We've got, here we go, buttons. This is the important thing. By default, we have a couple of buttons here. And the first one says join, but I could make it say whatever I want. And I'm going to decide where I want this button to go. So like we talked about, it could go straight to my order form. And for the buy now, that would make sense, right? Let's also go to the other button of more info or whatever I want to say.
Nice.
And here's where, as we mentioned, this could go to an internal page in my course. So if I had already created a sales page in Xperiencify, that would show up right here. And I haven't actually created a sales page. Oh, there's a demo course sales page. So I could choose an internal link and send it to a sales page that I created in XP, or I could choose an external link and send them to my website or wherever they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I've got
Very cool.
a free price there, so I'll put in whatever price I want. I can toggle off and on these different buttons here. And once I'm ready, the important thing is going to be saving my changes. And then I can preview it and see my page.
Wonderful. I'm a visual, so having this demo is, and when I'm watching Murray doing the videos, I have to stop and then I have to kind
Sometimes
of,
Murray
oh,
goes kind of
okay.
fast. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But that it just the clarity of like I thought it was a real market, like going into the Saturday farmers market where there are all these booths and you
All
can walk
different
around
vendors.
and
Yeah.
explore. But no, this is my store
This is your store. Yeah.
where I
So,
can,
yeah.
yeah.
If you're, again, if you're using a custom domain, this is where it will go. Right now, this is just a generic
Mm-hmm.
link, but if you sent people to normastrattoncourses.com because that was your XP school,
Mm-hmm.
this would go right here. And then they would click or purchase. So that
Can
is
you put a quiz in Marketplace?
a quiz in Marketplace.
Like
It
I have through Bucket.io, but they were bought out by, I forget,
Okay, so it's
Score
like an
app.
external tool.
Mm-hmm.
So you can try this. You can try go to the advanced block here
Mm-hmm.
and add in an HTML block.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to edit this, open the data menu, and click Enable Snippet. And this is where you would put the HTML code to embed something into a page. So if you have something from an external tool that can be embedded into a page, and they would need to give you the code to do that,
So it would be an HTML. Okay.
then you
That's
can.
not the same as like a link on a landing page, right? On a sales page. Like I have
Correct, correct. Yeah, you could definitely put a link to something. That's very easy.
Mhm.
We would do a text and images page. You could put a link or you could put a button.
Mhm. Like
So
take the
that's,
quiz now or take the assessment now and
yeah,
okay.
that's all easy to do. And
Wonderful.
if they have an embed code to give you, you might be able to embed it directly on the page, but I can't necessarily
Yeah.
say for sure whether that would be possible.
It's yeah, just so I don't have just one little course on my store. I want to give them like I could have more because I've done the customer journey with Marisa. So I could have different, depending on their experience level, they might
Yeah,
not want that entry course. But
right. Yeah,
okay,
cool.
wonderful. I'd forgotten about these courses or this opportunity to
The office hours calls?
the office hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so awesome. And I love the team. So
awesome.
I'm a
Well,
lifer.
the
What can I
team
say?
loves you. If you feel inclined, there's Go Plus office hours twice a week as well. We have two XP and two Go Plus office hours every week. So if you feel like just hopping on and watching, you will no doubt pick up a ton there. But again, it sounds like you can also do a lot of what you want to do uh, in XP. So
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you. I'm
Awesome. Great to see you, Norma.
likewise.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey Rachel,
How are
and
you?
I noticed you have a new hairdo. Is that new? Did
I
you cut
do.
your
I did. I got my hair cut. Yeah. Thank you
notice
for
that last
noticing.
week? It looks great.
Thank you.
So I just I have a bunch of questions, but I'll do one.
Okay.
It's an efficiency issue. So let me I when I have ideas or questions, I usually type them up. Okay, so I run a weekly webinar. I
Okay.
love Xperiencify, by the way, for the webinar feature. I tried it in the Go Plus
Oh, you used
experience.
Go Plus's webinar feature?
Yeah. No.
Cool.
I tried. I started using the webinar feature in Go Plus,
Okay.
but Xperiencify template is way much better.
Okay.
And okay, so what I do, I run I create a webinar course, people register, so I can see who's registered. And then I run the webinar on Zoom. Then I
Uh-huh.
put the replay on the live template, right? So I leave the replay up for a couple of days. Then what I do, I duplicate the webinar course because I run it weekly, right?
Right.
Duplicate the one that's up, and then I unpublish the one that was that has replay. After a couple of days, I unpublish the one that was up, right?
Okay.
And I want to know if this is the most efficient. I feel like I can show you what I mean because I know it's probably a bit difficult to understand, right?
I think I'm following you. So the question is it the most efficient?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because what we're currently um I'm using up to 7 of my 10, so that's right now. 'Cause if you like to see
Oh, so you want to not use up
so many
courses.
'cause right now, yeah, because I have one on replay, I have the replay that's live, I have the one I'm set up for tomorrow, and then I already duplicated the one I have for tomorrow. I have a duplicate on live because I'm going to run it next week again. So that's three,
Got
right?
it. Okay. So you're thinking about how to best use your XP account and how to best use
Yeah,
your available courses, given that
courses.
you run a bunch of webinars.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, and i- I'm sorry, you said that you didn't like Go Plus's setup for webinars, or what
I
was?
I don't like the Go Plus, but I know I eventually will have to use it. When I start like doing Facebook ads and stuff, I'll use that the Go Plus one. But the XP webinar template is way much better.
What did you like about the XP webinar template?
That is gamified, obviously. So the people they come in, and you can welcome them. You get the thing on the corner when someone joins. You can click and welcome them. You can give quote unquote homework. So the bonuses I put videos that are released daily leading up. How do you call it? Indoctrination or
Got it.
um, yeah. So you can do that. I mean, I guess you can do it in the Go Plus, but it wouldn't be gamified, right? And then there's the emails that go out. So everything is all in one spot. And you would for the Go Plus, you would have to create a separate workflow and then attach, triggers and things like that. So it's way much simpler and efficient with the XP one, right? And of course, when you log in, when you register for the webinar, you get this opening celebration, right?
Okay, gotcha. All right. So bottom line, we've got two tools here that have different strengths, do different things. A lot of them have some duplicate or overlapping functions, and how to use them in the best way for everyone's use case is going to be unique, but we can certainly talk about what's most helpful for you. But it sounds like the bottom line challenge is you're running into you just want to keep churning out webinars.
Yeah. Can I show you real quick? 'Cause it might be better
Can
visually.
you tell me? I mean, I know I think I get the challenge here. I'm not sure if I necessarily need to see any further. Can you tell me like what would you like to have happen? Let's put it that way.
Just that I'm not consuming. Okay, so I'm running one topic right now, and I'm using three, how to say, 3 out of 10. How would you call that? The 10? How would you call those? Three courses, right?
So the
But
bottom line, if we are talking about how to use more of your available courses,
I'm gonna use less because I'm running one topic. I
right? I
might
mean, yeah, put out
as well
more,
choose. I
using
have
up less.
four topics. I have three other topics I want to bring online eventually. So if I'm using three elements for one topic, then I'll be using 12 for eventually in total. So I want to know if I'm being efficient with my courses.
So your options, some options would be, some possible choices would be to unpublish ones that you are not currently using.
Mhm.
It's possible you could look at sending people into one course, but having different pathways within that course based on tagging. Does that make sense as a
Yeah,
general
okay,
concept?
yes. Yes. So the ones who attended can have the replay while it's also set up for the upcoming live session.
Say that again?
Yeah, so you're saying the tags, the people who attended live, they can get the replay, and also I can use that same element, that same course, and have it set up for the next live event.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that technically you could have a single course that one person selects one option on your order form and gets a certain tag, and another person selects another option on your order form and gets a certain tag, and they could have different experiences
Mm.
within your course. So that is a possible way to do it. There
Can
will
you?
be a lot of setup to that, and
Yeah,
it's not like I just want to be clear, it's not a simple thing. There's quite a lot of
right,
back end management to do. The
right.
bottom line here is that the type of thing you're doing with webinars is really more, I mean, if you're expanding beyond what you have available,
Yeah,
the 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 straight answer would be either you purchase more courses or you do
right.
it in Go Plus, which is really designed to do all that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those are the most straightforward options.
Hmm.
Could get creative with using one course for different experiences
That
for
I
different
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I know he says a lot, but can you walk me through that? Because what I offer after the workshop, I offer a one-on-one strategy call.
Uh-huh.
So I'd like them to then set up another another course again, I guess, where I put the replay for that strategy call. But I want each person to have access to their call. And if let's say I have, let's say 5 person book the strategy call, I have 5 recordings. I want to put that in one course, but each person has access to their own recording, not all the recordings.
Okay.
So
Got
I
it.
love that idea that you're talking about. How would you
So
walk me?
something like this that you're talking about when you're talking about selling into the next thing and then the next thing and calendars in between is definitely Go Plus territory. This is
Hmm.
what Go Plus is designed to do.
Right.
So we've got, again, you've got a tool, Go Plus, that does a bunch of things. You've got XP, that is very good at doing certain things. and you've got it working well for you for a certain number of courses.
Mhm.
So an option could be to just expand the number of courses. But as far as the sequence that you're wanting to do that you just described here, that's not an XP thing. That's a Go Plus thing to set up.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool.
Norma has input or thoughts.
Yeah, it's interesting, Christopher, because I do webinars and master classes with the offer of a one-on-one afterwards that's recorded on Zoom. And then I just send them the Zoom recording. And after 7 days, it's up to them to download their session, their private session. I don't I don't keep it for them.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to muck up my computer with stuff that is not, you know. So I mean, they have instructions, here's your recording, blah blah, and I can follow up, and I take good notes, but I don't host it anymore. They have 7 days to download it.
I think that's a really good point that you want to look at the return you're getting on how much work you're doing on storing personal things and, doing specific things, especially if it's not even a paid client yet. And even depending,
Yeah.
even if it is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's another touch point, right? Because after 24, 48 hours, hey, like almost like the disappearing mini course. Don't forget to do this. Hey,
yeah,
you
yeah,
had this breakthrough. Let's talk some more. And
awesome.
just
Yeah.
put a countdown or something for them. Anyway,
Mm,
that just a thought.
that
I think
sounds
that's a good
awesome.
point, Norma. I think it's a really good point.
Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Risha.
Yeah, absolutely. You're doing great work, Christopher. I see you every week, like churning it out and moving forward and knocking them down. Like I know this is gonna continue going and take off in the ways you want sooner or later and at the levels you want because I'm seeing you power forward with all of this. It's been awesome
Wish it
to
was sooner rather than later.
I know, I know. How are you doing with it? Sounds like you're definitely getting interest and people are doing your
Yeah.
webinars and they're coming in and moving through.
We run
Okay.
it every week for the last about 8 or 10 weeks. So far, over 100 persons have participated. The cool thing is that
Oh,
I
that's
have their
awesome.
emails and their numbers, so I can follow up because I want to do more stuff and I want to have a book club. So each month I'll do a review in a book, and so it's
Cool.
great. These tools, especially with the addition of Go Plus. I know great things are coming.
Very cool. Very cool. Are you getting some sales in? Are people moving into your paid offer?
It was just one sale last year, and
Okay.
since
Okay.
that, uh, yes. So I guess that was my follow-up question.
Yeah.
How can I get more sales?
Yeah.
I'm not,
The
I'm not
million
doing.
dollar question. Have you talked to these people? Like, clearly there's interest. People are engaging with your content. They want to know more. Have you talked to them, especially like one-on-one? Like, what?
Yeah, yeah, the same. It's expensive, and they don't have the time. They're already doing other projects, and yeah, so the same, the regular, and objections.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
um, so it's like I'm doing a workshop on communication. Probably I'm not selling the idea. They don't see the vision of, it's something new.
Mm,
This online people, they want a physical business, a physical product. So they're not, especially with where I am, they're not used to the idea of coaching
mm. Okay.
things
Okay.
want to their customer like to go into school, or if they want education, they're just going to do another degree or do another
Got
master,
it.
so people are not accustomed to coaching or just getting help with the one thing.
Okay. Okay. So you're a pioneer bringing stuff that they aren't
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
aren't
doing a
quite.
workshop on communication and how to communicate ideas and um, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
haven't tapped into Facebook ads as yet, and um, and
I don't know
so
if you
kind
want to do ads if you're not getting yeses yet. You
of
may
right.
want to really dial in like what they want that they're ready to pay for before, putting any money into it.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Is there, for the people who are interested, but it's too much, is there like a smaller piece, like a bite size,
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do payment plans. I
not even
have a
payment plan, but like something, that's just like a fraction of what you offer? Okay, I'm not ready to take your whole course, but if
right.
I could meet with
Yeah,
you once for like a short thing to knock out this issue real
yeah.
quick.
No, 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 not really. Not really. I don't have a because it's a minimum right now. It's just $500, right? And even so, I do a payment plan, but I've been considering, reaching back to a few who were really interested, who participated, and offer them the first module for free. I know what's your thoughts on that.
I would find out what they are interested in, like what they really need, and make them a no-brainer, can't say no deal for like one small, easily doable piece of that. Like if there was some way, even if it's like you meeting with them one-on-one for now, even if that's not, what it's going to be, but maybe for three people who want this thing, you got to, as you know, just get to what that actually is that they want and make them like a ridiculously no-brainer offer for, um, some small doable, just knock it out and get some feedback right now piece. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know what exactly that is, obviously, in the context of your work, but
Yeah.
does would something like that make sense to brainstorm on and just
Yeah,
be like,
I guess I have been with the idea of doing a survey and using Go Plus, the survey feature, and then send that back to everybody who participated and ask them to fill out the survey, find out what is the pain point, what will help them, get on board, I guess.
maybe, but I would think even less formal than surveys right now. Like, talk to
Hmm,
these people. Like, you have people interested, like, hey, Norma, I know you were interested in the thing you watched. Can I hear from you? What spoke to you and what
yeah,
what do you need further? Like, what do you need from this? And then based on
Yeah.
that, okay, you want that? Well, I will, and come up with a very simple, short Norm, I'll give it to you for a
right.
ridiculously good deal because you're my first person doing it. It's a beta thing. Let's get on Zoom tomorrow and make it happen. Like that's the vibe I would suggest. Like
Hmm.
don't go plus and surveys and forms right now. You just need like real people. What
Conversation, I want I forget the term Marissa she uses. Just say, yeah, just call them up and have a conversation.
totally call them up and have a conversation and like literally just let them tell you what they need and
Right. And come up with an offer right there on the spot at, maybe 100, $200. I think she has a thing called $97 offer. So,
hmm
on the
hmm
spot to up a 95, no, a $97. Um,
Can I jump in just real quick? My heart goes out to you, Christopher, but the course that I now am selling for $47, I
mhm.
started selling it live for 97, and I
Mm,
had a few people. So I was refining it each time, getting feedback. Then I sold it again 6 months later to a different audience for 197. Then 297. My highest price was 497, and I had one person And so then I sent it to my list and I said 2 for 1. You know, I'll bring a friend.
Nice.
Mhm.
And I got 8 people. One paid the full price because she didn't have a friend. So I was able to get my course really dialed in. And now I'm putting it on the back of a quiz. It's all self-directed, but before that I presented it live. I did it all through XP. And you can sell it every month because you have new people, right? New audience. And I've sold it as a bonus with Black Friday. It was just given away as a bonus so you just have to start because what we think, and I apologize if I'm overstepping my bounds, but what we think they need and we know they need, they don't believe that yet. They're experiencing their pain in a different way. And so once they get a taste of what's possible, because the $100 feels way easier than $500. They could go, oh my God, I need to feed my family, or I need a new pair of shoes, whatever their $500 deal is. You have to get to the bottom of that. So, just to start putting it out there and getting testimonials that was my experience using XP and then just trying it. I didn't change the name. I had a higher price program that I distilled down to what's 5 modules instead of 12 modules, instead of 8 modules. What can I do with 5 modules that I can, by then it was just, easy for me. And I thought $97, I got to get this thing off the ground. So anyway, for what it's worth, and, I've been there.
That's awesome, Norma. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Really, really good. Yeah. Does that help in any ways, Chris?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for sharing and bringing all the energy and continuing with it. Yeah, we are cheering you on over here. Can't wait to hear it be like, yes, I got 10 sales. All right, awesome.
They say from your lips to God's ears. Yes.
All
This was fun.
right.
Thank you.
This was fun. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I am going to grab that training for the EMC for anybody who wants it,
Yes.
because that is a more in-depth training. And I will, what I'll do, because people may be watching this video too, watching the recording, I'll put it in the link to, so I'm doing a couple of things. I'll put it in the help doc along with the recording. So everybody knows, anyone watching the video, including, you can go to the help center here.
Mm-hmm.
And just type in office hours, and that will give you all of the recordings of our office hours, most recent one on top. So when I pop this recording in, I will put the link to the in-depth training on creating an EMC right with it.
Perfect.
So everybody can see this if they're watching.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank
Great
you,
stuff.
Rachel.
You are so welcome. Thanks for being here.
My
And
pleasure.
we'll talk soon. I'll see you if you want to join next week, Wednesday in the morning hours in US time. And I will see you. Take great care.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.
Thanks all. Bye-bye.